Because you are watching a video on our channel, I believe that these property attributes may be of interest to you. Bordering a wildlife refuge, overlooking a river, custom log home, mature hardwood trees, resident pair of bald eagles, abundant wildlife, minutes from groceries, fuel, supplies, and public boat launches that provide river access. A property with just one or two of these attributes is deserving of further exploration. But when a property has all of the above, that is cause for celebration. And this property we're about to show you has all of these amazing attributes and more. Please subscribe so you don't miss out on new properties. Located in northwest Tennessee, sitting high above the Cumberland River, you'll find 30 acres of rolling terrain densely covered with mature hardwoods. A 650-foot-long private driveway leads you through the lush forest to a clearing where you'll be greeted by a custom log home with high-end finishes and extraordinary attention to detail that was built in 2008 by a wealthy couple from Nashville. The log home features 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms with a large wraparound porch where you may enjoy amazing views overlooking the Cumberland River and the Cross Creeks National Wildlife Refuge that borders the property along the entire east boundary. We'll take you on a tour of the home's beautiful interior, but first we want to show you where this property is located. Here we have the 30 acres highlighted in green. This purple area that the property borders, this is the Cross Creeks National Wildlife Refuge. In this orange shaded area, this is the Barkley Recreation Area. If we zoom out a little bit, you can see how that purple shaded area of the Wildlife Refuge extends north and south and across to the east side of the river. In the Cross Creeks National Wildlife Area, you'll find mallard ducks, wood ducks, Canadian geese, wild turkey, bald eagles, red-tailed hawks, barred owls, squirrels, red foxes, river otters, beavers, raccoons, coyotes, and white-tailed deer. Speaking of bald eagles, there's a pair of bald eagles that have been nesting on the property near the home for the past 10 years. And it makes sense why they would pick the spot next to the home because it offers an expansive view up and down the river. And if we look just to the northwest, you have all of this green shaded area. This green shaded area is over 170,000 acres and represents the Land Between the Lakes National Recreation Area. And the south entrance is only about 12 miles from the property. Now let's take a look at this log home. Although from the exterior, the construction style is similar to what you may have found 150 or even 200 years ago, but that's intentional because this home was custom built in 2008. As of today, it's only about 16 years old. And the home was built by a wealthy couple from Nashville as a place to escape the city and enjoy being at one with nature. As we approach the home, one of the things that stands out is the beautiful wraparound porch, which creates an amazing vantage point to enjoy the incredible views of the Cumberland River and Wildlife Refuge. And just off the porch, you'll find an electric cedar hot tub from where you can also take in those amazing views. You enter the home into this main great room area with a 2-story ceiling and wood-burning fireplace. Off the great room is the kitchen with high-end appliances, 2 sinks, and a bar area. And just off the bar area is another seating area that could serve as your dining room table, your work-from-home desk, or maybe even both. Here's a bedroom on the lower level. This is a full bathroom on the first floor, and there's another full bathroom on the second floor, where you'll find 2 additional bedrooms, one that has 2 bunk beds accommodating 4 people. This is from the top of the stairs, looking at the 2-story great room, and you can see the attention to detail throughout, including things like this wall right here. They have a little built-in bench area where you can hang a hat, and then underneath the stairs, there's built-in drawers that you can pull out for storing things like shoes and boots, and that type of attention to detail is throughout the entire home. And this is completely turnkey because everything that you see in the photos, all of the furnishings, is included with the sale of this property. One question you may ask is, can you access the water from the property? You can certainly walk down to the water, but you'll not be able to put a boat dock or make other improvements to the area around the water because that is part of the Cross Creeks National Wildlife Refuge. But there are 3 public boat launches within just minutes from the property. The Dover City boat ramp is 5.6 miles to the west, and there's 2 boat launches to the east along the Cumberland River that are about a 3.5-mile drive from the property. Fishing opportunities in the Cumberland River include largemouth bass, striped bass, spotted bass, white bass, smallmouth bass, freshwater drum, channel catfish, blue catfish, flathead catfish, brown trout, and rainbow trout. We were talking about the Land Between the Lakes National Recreation Area, where the south entrance is only about 11.5 miles from the property. And here's the welcome station at that south entrance. And within those 170,000 acres of forest and open lands, you have access to over 300 miles of undeveloped shoreline, 200 miles of paved roads, and over 500 miles of trails. It's an idyllic setting for camping, picnicking, hiking, fishing, boating, wildlife viewing, and water sports. Licensed hunts for deer, turkey, squirrel, and other small game animals occur throughout the year within the Land Between the Lakes National Recreation Area. In just 5.4 miles to the west, where you'll find that Dover City public boat ramp, you'll also find the city of Dover, which has a population a little under 2,000. In Dover, you'll find a Piggly Wiggly grocery store, hardware store, Dollar General, pharmacy, post office, and school. The city of Clarksville is about 36 miles to the northeast and has a population around 180,000. Clarksville is the 5th largest city in the entire state of Tennessee. The Cumberland River flows through Clarksville. Clarksville has miles of scenic trails along forest and waterways and is home to the 144-acre Dunbar Cave State Park. And the Clarksville Downtown Farmers Market was voted the #1 farmers market in America in 2020 and was also recently awarded the title of the best farmers market in the entire state of Tennessee. And just outside of Clarksville is Fort Campbell. Comprising of nearly 100,000 acres, Fort Campbell supports the 4th largest military population in the Army and the 7th largest in the Department of Defense. Fort Campbell is also home to the 101st Airborne Division, also known as the Screaming Eagles. And as mentioned, Nashville is only about 82 miles from the property. Known as the country music capital of the world, Nashville offers a combination of rich history, modern amenities, and world-class appeal with a country feel. Nashville has a population over 1 million, and in Nashville you can find anything you need, including an international airport, with direct daily flights to and from most major cities. Anytime we have a property on or near water, we'll often hear the question, is the property in a flood zone? To answer that question, let's go to the interactive map, click on the map legend, then overlays, and then the FEMA floodplain. To simplify the view, we're going to go back to the map legend, click on overlays, and then we're going to turn off the federal and state land layer. Once that is off, we're left with the FEMA floodplain layer and the property. And as you can see, the property is not in the floodplain. And if we zoom back into the property, go up to the map legend again, turn on overlays, and then turn on the contour lines. We can go look at the home and see that the elevation where the home sits is 500 feet. This line going through the home that reads 500, that's 500 feet in elevation. And if we go from the home towards the water, you'll see that there's a downward slope. The next elevation is 480 feet, then 460, 440, 420, 400, 380, and 360. The elevation of the Cumberland River is 360 feet, while the elevation of the home is 500 feet. That difference is 140 feet, which means that the home sits high and dry, 140 feet above the Cumberland River. If we go back to this map for a moment, you can see the way the property is situated, that there are many additional desirable build spots, including this high elevation point right here, where there's already a small clearing. Perhaps this would be a spot to build a much larger home, or maybe a similar style home for family or friends. Perhaps your siblings that want to go in together and have properties near each other, or maybe your best friends. Maybe it's parents and children, or even grandchildren. And if we look at the plat map, you can see that the 30 acres is made up of 2 individual lots. One idea that may come to mind, if you'd like to build a larger home, you can build your larger home here, live in the existing log home while you're building, and then when you're done, you could sell this parcel with the log home on it. Or maybe you want to build a spec home on this parcel and sell that when it's done. Being 2 individual lots with their own legal descriptions makes it easier for you to do some of those things. You'll find all of the details about this property and the surrounding area on our website, LANDIO.com. Click on the Available tab, filter the states to Tennessee, and there you'll find this 30-acre property. There are over 100 images of the property and the surrounding area. Once you're on the Images tab, click the full screen icon, then the grid icon, which will enable you to view all of these images in a grid format. Where there's an image you'd like to enlarge, just click on that, and you can continue navigating through the images. You can also click the grid icon again to go back to the grid format. On the Map tab, we have the interactive map. You can click where it says full screen, and that map will open in a new tab. Then you can scroll down for a detailed property description. The property taxes for the home in the entire 30 acres is around $1,264 per year. There's no HOA or HOA fees. There's actually city water to the property. It's on a septic system which is already installed. There's power to the property. There's high-speed internet already in place. And again, the home comes fully furnished, turnkey and ready to go. Down here are the distances to nearby cities and points of interest, and links where you can find more information about those locations. Here's a link where you can download the map KML file and open it up in a program like Google Earth. And then here are the GPS coordinates with links where you can open those in a Google map. This 30-acre property with mature hardwoods and this custom 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom log home overlooking the Cumberland River and Wildlife Refuge and actually bordering the Cross Creeks National Wildlife Refuge is priced at just under $1 million. For questions or to purchase this property, please call or text the Freedom Ridge team anytime. Their number is 615-375-0245. Again, that number is 615-375-0245. You can also reach them by email. Their email address is hello@freedomridge.com. Speaking of Freedom Ridge, just across the Cumberland River to the east, you'll find Freedom Ridge at Indian Mound. Freedom Ridge at Indian Mound is 42 individual lots ranging in size from about 2.5 acres to over 13 acres. All of the lots have road access, mature trees, power and high-speed fiber optic internet, and a few of the lots have newly installed water wells. This is a map of Freedom Ridge at Indian Mound. 33 of the 42 lots are already sold or pending sales. The sold are in red and the pending are in purple, and the 11 remaining available lots are in green. You'll notice a few of the lots have these blue icons, which represents one of the newly installed water wells. There is one lot available that already has a water well installed, and that is lot 30. But if you'd like to purchase one or more of the lots that does not have a water well, here's what the owner of the water well drilling company had to say about his experience at Freedom Ridge.
Well, I was kind of born into the water well drilling business. We drill a lot of wells in western Kentucky, middle Tennessee. Today we're in Indian Mound, Tennessee at Freedom Ridge subdivision, drilling wells for potential customers and customers that's already bought lots in here. And I would say over the years, we probably have 4,000 to 5,000 water wells in the ground from western Kentucky to southern Illinois to middle Tennessee. So here at Freedom Ridge in Indian Mound, Tennessee, we have drilled many wells here, and the depths range from 180 to as deep as 340. It seems like each lot has its own personality. You really never know where you're going to hit the water, but it's usually in that range. It's coming out of a limestone formation, and it seems to be really good water. As far as how many wells we've drilled here on Freedom Ridge, I'm on my 4th right here. On this same ridge, the very next subdivision, I've probably drilled a dozen wells over there. So I'd say I'm probably 14 to 18 wells on this same ridge, and as far as I know, they're all very good wells. Right here in Freedom Ridge subdivision, every well has cleaned up nicely. There's no odor.
If you had one piece of advice you could give someone looking to purchase land in Tennessee and eventually install a water well, what would this advice be?
Well, number one, I would probably have to call LANDIO. I mean, they've got this beautiful property here. It's one of the prettiest places I've been to drill water wells. I would definitely have to give them a shout. And when you do finally choose the lot that you want, call me up. I'll come out and meet you. We'll look it over. I'll give you my ideas. I'll listen to where you're wanting to put the house and put all that information together and get you a good water well. Land is opportunity out here. It's just amazing out here.
For more information about Freedom Ridge at Indian Mound and these remaining 11 lots, please head over to freedomridge.com. You can click on the Freedom Ridge map, and that will show you the remaining 11 lots that have a blue icon. You can click on that lot and then go to the lot details. You can also click on the Available Lots tab. The lots that are sold say sold over the image, and you can click on any of these to view the details inside. And if we want to look at lot 30, the lot that has the water well, we can scroll down to lot 30, click on that main image, and then here you have all the details about this individual property. You can also call or text the Freedom Ridge team anytime. Their number is 615-375-0245. Again, 615-375-0245. If you've made up your mind on which lot or lots you'd like to purchase while they're still available, you can scroll down here to where there's this Buy Now button, which will enable you to place a $4.99 deposit to secure your purchase of this property. That $4.99 deposit is credited towards your purchase. Once you place your deposit, it will take that property out of the available lots, and the Freedom Ridge team will follow up regarding the next steps. On behalf of myself, my family, the team here at LANDIO, and the entire Freedom Ridge team, we sincerely appreciate you taking the time to watch this video and ask that you please help us make the dream of land ownership come true for more people by sharing our properties and our videos and our websites with everyone that you know. Thank you and God bless.
LANDIO.com